Coming up, the Rams and 49ers are set to square off. San Francisco swept LA for the second straight season and looks for their 9th win in their last 12 meetings. It's NFC West football, next on Monday night.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's got some space here. And down to the 11.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Now Allen again. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out right at the 25.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run the counter. Hines. And some room to work. Pushing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On play action, Allen. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Hines, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? To throw, it's Allen. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7 and a gain. He's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Herbert. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Cano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On play action, Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams there on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On first down, Wentz. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive pass, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown, Rams. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Rams have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Here's Allen to throw it. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Allen. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
But it'll be 2nd down.
he certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before half for Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Wentz.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This is Hines. And running with power here. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. On play action, it's Wentz. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, right back to Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They run with Hines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down, right back to Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Allen. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now. It's Hines, and some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They run again with Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run with Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now here in Santa Clara. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The Niners on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One final try here for Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. fourth quarter. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Wentz now on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Pollard going to try the right side. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and he told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
19 yards there on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Escape, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Boyd. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight. This one as well as they come 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He completes it to Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Niners, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.
Uh.